Welcome back to the CDMS podcast, and welcome to our Halloween edition to the podcast. Now, as you saw with the intro, we're getting real spooky. We're getting real spooky this month. We're getting real spooky, and I'm also in 1080p. Got the AC quality.
That's HD quality. Really.
Like I said, like I said before, when you upgrade, I upgrade because I can't be outdone. Nah, we talk. We see these life changes, these quality of life changes we talk about with the podcast. See what I'm talking about, man? And we got more and more. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's time to get spooky. Where's the energy at? It's 3:00 in the morning. We need that energy, man. Come on, bro. Where's the energy? Come on, bro. It's Halloween, bro. It's time to get spooky, bro. Yes, sir.
Oh my god! Like yes, never could I have imagined that my co-host could be this cringe. Like Jesus Christ.
Nah, what do you mean, bro? What you mean, bro?
It's the Discord. It's the good Discord sound bites for me. That's
bro,
crazy. But it is a pleasure to be here. Happy Halloween, all my ghouls and goblins of the 21st century. It is a pleasure for us to be here for the first time. It's the first podcast for the CDMS podcast for the Halloween season. And it so happens that Halloween is both of our favorite holidays. Well, my number one, but I don't know as much as Mario, but it's my number one. And so
it's number two for me. But as far as like which holiday I enjoy the most, no, it's still number two for me. There's something about like the Christmas time, and it's the fact that it's like cold and everything. But
that 1080p, Jesus Christ, that shit looking sexy. Can't stop looking at it. Damn, I need a new camera now.
Dude, you really do. Like this camera is fucking nice, dude. It really is.
You listen. You quite literally. Hear me out. You look like that one scene from I think it's like the 1980 Predator movie, and it's with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he's chilling in the mud, waiting for the Predator to come. You look dark. You look like you just like came out of the mud, my friend.
You know what's crazy about that? Watch this.
Jesus Christ, where did he go?
Right.
Damn.
All right. Like I can have it like up here, like I can have it like here.
Is that your phone flashlight?
Like yeah, it's phone flashlight.
Oh, that's wild. That's that ghetto setup.
Dude, I've been using the this type of
Oh, never know.
It's only doing it with this camera.
Yo, I mean, yeah, because the camera's a higher quality, and so the definition is gonna be different.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait till I get a new camera. Then, when I get a new camera, that means y'all gonna see like the pores on my face. Oh, that's gross. I don't want y'all to see.
Bro, just get what's it called?
I'm about to get a mask. This is gonna be a mask.
The mask for the acne.
No, this is gonna be turned into a mask podcast. Y'all never gonna see my face when I get a new camera.
Nah, bro, that's honestly what I was thinking about doing.
Getting a mask.
I was thinking about, that'll be something later.
I mean, we could do a mask episode, but like doing a podcast constantly in a mask doesn't personally sound like something that I'm into doing.
Yeah, then you gotta like breathe through the mask for like hours.
Yeah, and I don't want to smell my breath. Yeah. My breath smells like dick, and like the like I'm sorry. That was cringe.
Very much so, and it's crazy, and it's crazy how our viewers are not going to even hear it because it's going to get muted. Because I don't have time to cut stuff from this episode because then I have to go back and then fix the audio. So we're just going to mute that. Call it a day. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing.
Just bleep it out. That's funny. You could edit it where it's just like you, and it's like, did this nigga just really just say that? But
I'm probably gonna do that for a skit for like a short or whatever. But I've been so like, oh yeah, I do want to apologize to the viewers for us not having an episode come out the first week of October. That's on me because I was high. That's one, and two, I'm also just kind of burnt out on the podcast in general. I didn't realize I was burnt out on the podcast until like I noticed that it's been like 2 weeks since I've even logged in to the YouTube channel. So it's just been like, damn. And I just noticed that like maybe on like Sunday or Monday, and I just realized, wait, we haven't had anything to come out. What the fuck are we doing? What am I doing? We had nothing to come. Like there was so much funny shit that happened in that podcast episode too. In the last episode that hasn't even been like put into like a short yet. But all that means is more shorts for October, more shit. Well, just more stuff coming out in general, more content. Well, we're gonna try for more content just in general. And I think this will be the first podcast or the first podcast in a while that's going up on a Friday too. So first podcast, first Halloween podcast, first podcast on a Saturday. I mean on a Friday. First podcast for the spooky season, and it's
Friday the 13th.
We didn't plan this out.
It's Friday,
but it's 13th. Also it is Friday the 13th.
Spooky as
wasn't even planned. It wasn't even planned to be this. That's cosmic humor right there.
It was just fate. It was just fate. And
it really was just fate.
What I will say, and about you being burnt out in the podcast, what I will say is I've been I constantly check the page a lot, and I constantly check I also check the mainly just like the YouTube and the TikTok because of the fact that I don't have the Instagram on my phone. The only way I can actually get to the podcast Instagram is through my computer, and because of the fact that when I get off of work, I be burnt out from work. I literally crash on my bed. Like the first thing I do every time I come home is I lay on my bed and just lay there because my back be hurting, my knees, my calves, just like my entire lower body, and then my entire back. It feels like It feels like a scene from The Collector, to be honest with you.
The Collector? I've never seen The Collector.
No, you don't want to see The Collector. It's
no, okay then.
You don't want to see The Collector. So it's just, if anything, now that I actually can edit, because I don't know if you ever saw my message from the other day, but now I can like edit, and so now we have two editors again.
No, I did. I thought I responded to it, and I was like, "Yo," because I remember I think I said how it's been a while since we've like, or it's been like 1 or 2 weeks since we've like done anything, and that I'm not even gonna lie. Let me see.
Turns out he never replied back. Turns like he just stared at it and said, "This nigga."
No, I probably just forgot to respond to it, or I was high by the time I responded to it. Basically, I've been high every single day since.
Respectfully.
Saturday? No, not Saturday. Sunday. Well, Sunday/Monday, but well, not today, but not Thursday either. So basically from that Sunday-ish, so like Sunday around like 11 p.m. to like, and like kind of just going because the smoothie is because usually my regular smoothies are like stuff that I would like drink in the day, but because this is like an edible smoothie, this is like a nighttime thing. So I've been only drinking it at night, so like I can like relax and do all the other shit. Because I was thinking like, um, I like I like not doing um I just like this movie's been an experience that I will say because it's been didn't make it right. Not gonna lie, I realized that mango. I don't like the taste of mango. It tastes bitter to me because remember I told you all the ingredients I had in it, and the entire thing just tasted so bitter. I had to end up going back and putting the rest of the protein powder I had because I didn't even have like a scoop of protein powder left. So I put that protein powder in there, which was supposed to be in there in the beginning, which wasn't there. And we ended up having to put 2 packets of sugar, or two like sugar things in there just to make it like somewhat sweet.
Probably should have put some apart from that yeah, so much shit in it, all those flavors combined and just made a mesh of whatever the fuck. Because I don't remember the list. I'm trying to get into my phone right now and get to it.
I can tell you the list. It was white peach, guava fruit, dragon fruit, 1,000 milligram cereal bar edible, and a little bit of protein powder and vanilla. Well, not vanilla, but almond milk.
Well, the issue that I'm seeing is that like
and last ingredients was peanuts.
Okay, I mean peanuts is fine or whatever, but like flex seeds could be like a really good alternative, and then also yogurt. Like I don't know if you know how strong the power of yogurt is in a smoothie, and not just like for flavor and texture, but also just like the health benefits that yogurt also provides. Because any snack that any health person will give you, where they will always say you fruit or like yogurt, and like especially
I will yogurt. Say,
oh my god, Greek yogurt is so good.
I will say the first, let's say, so that Monday, well, that Sunday into Monday, the high was like a really feel good type of high. Like you just felt great. And I'm not gonna lie, those like a feel good type of high is. I'm not gonna say it's rare, because most times when I get high, it's just like, oh, I'm just high now, cool. Let's just call it a day or whatever. Well, like a feel good high where like everything feels good, and then on top of that, it was the type of high where like you like for me, I came down like 3 different times, but like it went right, but then it went back up, which I've never experienced before. So I didn't even know this type of high was even like a thing. So I don't know what that was, but yeah.
My highs are less feel good and more just a state of existence. When I get high, the reason why I like being high is because it reminds me that I'm here. That was weird, but
no, that was the Xbox.
But the reason why I say it reminds me that I'm here is because, I mean, obviously, I'm alive, obviously, but it's more for the mental check because I've been doing it for so long that really I don't even get high anymore. I really get high. My form of getting high is just smoking, and then yeah, now I'm high. And like with everywhere else gets high, they're like, oh my god, oh my, like, oh, I feel so happy, or all these feelings, I feel so high. Anyone else high? Or like, oh man, I'm so hungry. Like anyone else hungry, and I'm just like existing, and like just minding my own business, and just like doing what I normally do if I wasn't high. And so
I feel like being high is different for everybody, but it's you do it so much, and you don't even do it. You don't even do it with like moderation. It's like a daily thing for you. For me, it's like moderation. Like I have to like think about times when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna just eat edibles like every day because most times not, I'm not gonna even think about eating edibles. Not every day, so.
Well, um, I of course, I have my moments on where I ask myself, is it really worth doing it right now? Is there any merit into me actually smoking? Because there's some days where I'll smoke, and I'll out there like an hour out there, I'm smoking. I'll be like, okay, I'm high now. What do I do? And so it's just like I'm always in this constant state of what do I do now? Because not necessarily that I don't think I have a purpose or not. It's just like, what am I doing? Because if I'm not smoking, and if I'm not at work, and I'm not at the gym, I'm not doing anything else. I'm quite literally just doing nothing. And now in some cases that could be nice, but in most cases it's just like I'm doing nothing, and I just need to do something. And so that's why I smoke, because yeah, it's money, and yeah, it's not really the healthiest way I could be spending my time, but in my head, it's like I'm doing something. I'm doing something with my time, and like yeah, I could be putting that energy into something else. But I'm also, while I'm putting the energy into smoking, I'm also getting, I guess, the creative part from the high to also do other stuff, because I do stuff while I'm high. Obviously, I don't just sit on my ass while I'm high. But it's just the more of the mental state of being able to freely like think, I guess, about all the stuff that I want to do without having to worry about other life other life issues. Because I don't know if you are the same way, but do you ever get high and you just like forget about some stuff, and then as soon as you're not high, you remember everything?
No. For
Not
me,
even.
I always know what's going on. I always remember what's going on.
Well, no, not what's going on, but I'm talking about like issues happening. Not even issues, but like something that you wanted to do that you couldn't remember while you were sober, and then as soon as you got high, you remembered it, or something that you remember while you was high, and like as soon as you got sober, you just could not remember what it was.
No.
Okay, so that's in some cases that's where I'm actually you are right, and where it will be different. But that's why I preach in a tolerance break. I take tolerance breaks, but they're small. They're small tolerance breaks. I'll take the longest that I have went out without smoking has been, I think, 2 or 3 months, and that was only because of the fact that I couldn't smoke, and so wasn't even like a free will of a tolerance break. I was forced to go into a tolerance break, but that's that's enough of that topic. It's spooky season. It's not. It was 420 6 months ago, and so I think the first topic to start off this spooky season podcast would be to talk about the next upcoming horror movie. You know
Well,
what
the
that is?
biggest one.
Like the biggest one coming out this year. Like any other horror movie that came out this year is fucking false, and like
I
prayers
don't
to
even
a false
remember any
god.
other horror movies that came out this year. If I'm being honest,
Scream, Cocaine Bear, Cocaine Shark.
Cocaine Bear doesn't count.
Why you don't count
I
Cocaine
mean, it
Bear?
had more gore. It had more gore than most horror movies, but it doesn't. I want. It's just a dark comedy.
I mean, well, technically, at first, it was really just mainly just like your slashers and shit. But it wasn't until maybe like around the uh the 1980s to 90s, that's when they started making more horror comedy based stuff. And so like, because so it wasn't for that stuff, like Cocaine Bear would even wouldn't existed. Like, have you you know who the Killer Clowns in Space is, right?
No,
Well, Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a very old movie
it
about
should have just said Little Shop of Horror.
I mean, I mean, I don't consider Little Shop a horror movie.
And I don't consider Cocaine Bear a horror movie. What we doing?
Well, I don't. The reason why I don't consider Little Shop a horror movie is because of this. Well, because I was gonna say it's a musical because of the amount of musical elements in it. But if I'm gonna say that, I might as well just say it is a horror musical because it does have the horror theme elements. It has the big monster antagonist, which is the giant fucking Venus flytrap that Seymour was giving blood to for some reason. But the reason why I didn't say Little Shop of Horror is because I couldn't think of Little Shop of Horror. Like Little Shop of Horror is a movie from my childhood that I hold dearest to my heart, and I could never put it in the horror movie category because I dislike horror movies. Well, at least the newer generation of horror movies. I can't get behind none of them, especially with like Scream, the new Scream with Jenna Ortega. I like you already know my grievances with that entire social justice movie, and like always trying to have like there always has to be a reason why you're doing this. There doesn't have to be a reason why. You could just be a killer. You could just be a sociopath and a psychopath for no reason.
I mean, were they not sociopaths in the new one?
Well, I feel like they was nihilists in the new one because of the simple fact they wanted to kill the main character because of the simple fact that she was the past descendant of the original Ghostface, and so
I mean, she was the past descendant, and she also killed that dude's son and their brother because he was the previous Ghostface, one of the previous Ghostface in the movies. So their only reason for even wanting to kill her and the sister in the first place was because um one of the previous Ghostface
which
was
movie?
the newest one, the one we watched in Discord.
No, no. So could but no. It's based from my understanding, the movie is from continuing from the show, and I've never seen the show.
I don't know shit about the show either, but I'm just talking about from the explanation they gave in the movie when not the sheriff but the lead police officer turns out to actually be Ghostface, and he's like, he was like, yo, you killed my son. You killed my son, you killed their brother, you killed their brother, so now you gotta go.
But I mean, like I said, I haven't seen the Scream series. I feel Joe said that the movie was a continuation from the series, and so if anything, we should have watched the series first, like I had suggested, but but that's besides the point. Um, and so I wouldn't be able to like actually like say like if you're right or wrong about that because before
I mean, they said it in the movie,
well I'm
word for word in the movie.
really
Yeah,
but
because her whole argument at the end when before they try to go kill her and her sister, and she's like, why do you even care if I killed that dude if the dude was a psychopathic killer, and they was like, doesn't matter, you killed my son. And I'm like,
but then you also gotta look at it like this because after the original Ghostface, literally everyone else was just a copycat, and so in the with the prospects of them, I would believe that when she killed him, it was in self defense, and they became Ghostface as in a form of vigilante justice, just to get to her and like take away everything else, and like take like the same way they took everything from him, from them, take everything else from her, because that doesn't make any sense. If
I never said the reasoning made
oh
sense in the movie, because
oh
even then, because I think you fell asleep during that part of the movie, or before he got there. Um, you remember the ending of the movie, right?
are you talking about like she dons the mask and kills him, or like
Yeah, basically.
yeah, I seen that part.
Okay, because who kills who? I forgot who Ortega kills and who the other girl kills. But they both killed the brother and the sister.
Well, I mean, yeah, technically they both killed the brother and sister because the brother chased after Ortega and proceeded. No, yeah, no, the girl got shot in the head. I think the guy fell over and like died because he got stabbed in like the chest or back or something, and he fell over the balcony, and then proceeded to get back up after being stabbed.
Why don't we talk about the worst scene in that fucking movie though, where it's the brother and the sister both stabbing the black dude, and he just casually doing fine at the end of the movie when he going down the stretcher. Dude got stabbed like 20 times. Clearly, you see this man in a puddle of blood as the camera is panning up from him, and he's just, I'm still alive. In the movie, how? What type of plot armor is this?
Best plot ever imaginable. Man,
Jesus Christ, man!
15 times, and then like I wasn't ready for the double Ghostface plot twist. To be honest with you, but it didn't make sense on like how he was able to like to move around so quickly the way he was, and so it makes sense. But the fact that there was 2 Ghostface at the end of the movie, just there to be
really 3.
Just there to be 3 Ghostface instead of 2, and it's like, huh? Like, what is happening right now? What is this, a fan club? And so
I always thought that Ghostface was so freaking weird, man.
Can we? I'll take scary movie Ghostface over 2023 Ghostface any day. At least with that Ghostface, he's gonna get me high before he stabbed me in the gut. What's up?
I had so much high hopes for this Ghostface movie. Well, for this Scream movie, and it was just
I did
every type of cliche in horror, and not and when I mean every type of cliche, I mean all the bad ones. The super cure, because like I mean, it kind of, I feel like we could have predicted that there was multiple Ghostface. How in some of the scenes, this motherfucker is weaving shotgun shells and ripping guns out of people's hands, and then other scenes, Ghostface can't beat a random woman that's in her 40s. Like, because it wasn't Sydney, it was the other one, right? It was a news reporter. Because the news reporter beat the absolute dog shit out of Ghost.
Oh, yeah. No, listen, that entire fight with the news reporter and Ghostface, literally, while I was watching that with y'all, I said, now I know damn well that Ghostface is not losing right now to this middle-aged woman in this penthouse. If I have ever seen a white plot armor in my entire life, this is this very moment. Just for her to still die.
I don't think she died.
No, she died. She dies.
No, because she got stabbed in the side, but she got put on a stretcher because she was at the end of the movie. Because we all thought she was gonna die.
She was at the end of the fucking movie, and that's another thing. She should have died. She should have died.
When the other black girl was like, "Yo, what does every Ghostface do?" And how they was talking about how it's a 2023 movie and nobody cares about the legacy characters, and then just for the legacy characters to live at the end of the movie, I thought that was kind of weird. But because you called out something that every horror movie does, and then you like, oh, plot twist, Rich is gonna do the opposite of it, and it's like, what was the whole point of that monologue in the first place? Just to make the girl seem smarter than what she actually was.
And then
it was just weird to me.
And then the news reporter, and she was smart. Like in every movie that she was in, the news reporter.
Not the news reporter, but the black chick, the dude's brother, the black guy's brother.
Oh.
Yeah, because he was like, oh, well, she could possibly be Ghostface, but
who knows? Maybe she could be Ghostface. Who knows? But I know, like, basically because of the fact that that the same news reporter was in the first movie, and she survives the first. I feel like they did it as like a homage to the first movie because in the first movie she survived, and so like it would have
In the
make
first
it.
movie, she wasn't attacked by anybody.
Yes, yes, she was attacked by Ghostface when it was her and the camera guy
Dewey?
in the van.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 You're right. You're right. You're right. Because the camera guy got violated.
Body massacred, exploded, and so yeah,
Definitely was massacred.
and so
Um,
like an homage. And then what's another?
let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy,
Oh yeah,
the FNAF movie. Now,
I know nothing about it.
there's been there have been tons of predictions about the movie, the ending, if it's gonna go and be made into a franchise. Nobody knows, man.
I hope it doesn't. I really don't. I feel like maybe this movie and another movie, like as it being like the final, like to the first movie, or maybe like a final to like the FNAF series in general, and like and Scott Coughlin can close out FNAF as a series in general, then I would be fine with that. But I kind of hope that this doesn't turn into a spinoff because Scott Coughlin already has his book series going. He already has the game series constantly evolving, and now he's going into movies. I do
I
not want.
mean, the game. I mean, when it comes to the game part, he's done. He's made the last FNAF game. All these other games are by about independent developers or other companies. So he's
FNAF
technically.
one
So
through
he's
four.
technically.
Really?
I'm talking about all the. I'm talking about the other FNAFs. Like I'm talking about the fan stuff, like
No, I'm not.
security breach. That's not.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the fan stuff. I'm talking about Scott Coughlin's work.
I know. I'm saying. I was talking about from the gaming aspect. He's made the FNAF games and everything else that's coming out now is by other people.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm
oh
like,
yeah,
it's not. Yeah.
yeah. No, no, I got you. I got
So, but you do got the book series. Mm.
you. My main point is just I don't want Hollywood to ruin a series because now I don't know if you saw it, but HBO has finally also put out a trailer for Hasbin Hotel, and Hasbin Hotel is finally coming out now,
Okay.
and so it's just now that
So
a
it's
lot
not
of
going on. It's not going on Amazon Prime.
oh I have no
That's
clue,
fucking lame.
but now that a lot of the internet shows are being turned into movies and shows, and a lot of the stuff that from our generation growing up is being turned into shows and movies, I just don't want, not even generation, I just don't want Hollywood to ruin it because all they care about is a profit.
I mean, it's not like it's Marvel or like Disney that's making the FNAF movie. So I don't really think there's much to worry about when it come to that in the first place. It's like we know how much of a fuck up that Marvel, Disney, and like all these major companies buy. Well, like it's being distributed by Warner Brothers, but it's being made by it's been directed by Emma Emma Tomei. I don't know. I don't know anything about this director.
To my the person that's directing the FNAF movie.
Hmm.
Oh shit! I didn't
This look
realize
it
she
looks
was.
like it's her first. It looked like it's her first big break. So
Oh, and she's working with Bloomhouse. Hey, she must got connections
she's
because
done other stuff, but this is
like her first like producer big break.
yeah, because she's been around since like 1992. Well, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Her first big or first project was.
Hey,
But I don't know if she was a director or if
listen.
she was like
I would love for my
just somebody that.
I would love for my first movie to be with Bloomhouse. Like honestly, like Bloomhouse has just been an amazing movie company from my understanding because they're the same guys who has made, well, not made, but produced every Saw movie. They help produce every Saw
Hmm.
movie. They're help producing the FNAF movie. They and there's also like a bunch of other animated movies they also helped make. And so really Bloomhouse is quite literally the mappa of American television and movies, where
Okay.
they quite literally take on every project, and every project they take on either turns into a multi-million-dollar project or flops. Because
Hmm.
I remember it was Saw 4, if I'm not mistaken. It was either Saw 4 or Saw 3, where the movie was so gruesome that they when they released the director's cut was like saran wrapped or whatever, to not allow like people to get to the disc or whatever. And then also because of the simple fact that the movie is just like flashbacks. It's a bunch of flashbacks, and it's less Saw and more flashbacks because that's when the Saw franchise was really trying to hammer in the point that Hoffman was like the new Jigsaw technically, and he was trying to stop everyone from finding out that he was the Jigsaw. And he set up this whole elaborate plan to like make sure that no one finds out that he's Jigsaw, and so he like and so he proceeds to handcuff himself inside to the trap. And it turns out that he was never handcuffed to begin with. The man was just sitting there the entire time, and then proceeds to get up and kill everyone.
Wow.
the funniest, the funniest shit I ever seen in my fucking life. Because like literally everyone that was in the room, they all thought like this man, like if the man, because like the trap that he was a part of was the guy was sitting on an ice block, and he was hanging and on top of the ice block, and if he was the ice to melt, he was gonna fall. And then if the door was gonna be open, he was gonna have his head smashed in, and Hoffman was also gonna die. And so once the detective actually came in, guy got his head smashed in. The other guy that was in the room, he got shot because he was trying to let the detective know not to walk in, but the detective walked in anyway, smashed his friend's head in, and then Hoffman, being Hoffman, said, "Guess what, detective? I was Jigsaw the entire time." Proceeded to leave him inside the warehouse, and like obviously he dies, but it happens off screen. So
Mm.
I
Damn.
love the Saw franchise. Like I might not be able to tell you like which trap is from which movie, but I know at least every trap that has been in each movie.
So it's too bloody for me to watch. Like, and that's the shit that pissed me off so much because I heard that it's like an amazing story, but
Oh, it was so good.
I'm like I am just not about to watch all that shit. I'm good.
Um, I can provide you with a guy who I watch, and he explains the entire soft timeline, and then there's I also have another guy who also goes into great detail about the psyche of each character and the design of each trap, because the whole premise behind Jigsaw and the Saw franchise in general is after John Kramer lost his son because of a junkie. He was like and also because of the fact that like when he went to the hospital to get his brain cured for cancer or a brain tumor, he thought it got it released, and turns out that the doctors never got the cancer out, and so John Kramer was gonna die no matter what. And so he said, you know what, since the government, not the government, but since the hospital failed me, and the hospital failed this guy because he killed my child. How about I just start killing people and call it a baptism? And that's literally how the Saw series got created, because John Kramer says people need to be tested because he lost his son, and because he's gonna die from a cancer tumor.
Well, okay. Let's get to our what the fuck does this watch and get out of here.
Really?
Okay.
Really? I wanted to I want to talk about
Cameron, I work in the morning.
Oh, but today's Friday.
Training to do kitchen, remember?
Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. You did tell me about that.
I'm gonna be pissed. Wait. He's on this.
I'm not a pervert.
Nah.
I'm just a pervert.
That's gross. That is gross.
Oh,
but anyways.
Mario. We're gonna be making TikToks when you come down, right?
Yeah.
Good, because I have a video idea, but it's not like really a video for the for the podcast. It can be, but I would just have to probably like choose a different song maybe. But I wanted to just do a little like a like a trip video basically, but it's not necessarily like videos and pictures of the places we went to. It's just like literally pictures and videos of us and like the 1980s, like I'm recording it through my hand camera type of like vibe situation, and like it's like a bunch of like bloomed up pictures and like close up shots of our mouths like smiling and laughing and shit, and like us like singing and lip syncing to a song, and like editing like the song to like the beat drops and shit.
We can do that later.
My bad. I had to bring that. I had to bring that up because that was one thing I wanted to do, and then we can discuss about the other stuff. But let's see about the first video. What the fuck? The first one is like pitch black, so I wonder what it could be about. That's not the first time.
Did somebody say boom?
That's that's not that can't be the first time I see that. I seen that somewhere. That is fucking hilarious. But can you imagine that? Like your umbrella just turning into a spider. That would freak me the fuck out. Like oh my god. 7 out of 10. Next video.
Hey, as long as you don't kill me. As long as I'm not the one that's getting blown up.
I would love to be a bimbo. Like like
Jesus
like
Christ.
I really really want to be a bimbo sometimes. Like being a bimbo sounds like it could be awesome, but that's why I'm gonna be a him. That's why I'm gonna be a him, bro, because it's just like that's the male version of a bimbo. Like it's just something about it being dumb just because like you look so good that you can be dumb. Like like it's just something about that thrills not thrills me, but like it draws me. But like the Michael Slayers, shout out to Michael Slayers. I love him. I love him so much. Like that's not the first time. Like that's not the first like video I've seen of Michael Slayers. Michael Slayers is fucking funny as shit. Like one of like I love the Halloween content creators on Instagram and TikTok. Like the ones that do it year round. Fucking love them. It's spooky
I
season
like the
all
one. I
year.
like. There's these people. They're called. I think they're like the pumpkin people. You know, the people that dress up like in the giant pumpkin heads.
Mm-hmm.
I really like their stuff too.
Oh, bro, have you seen the recent opium birds? You haven't seen opium birds? Oh my god. I wish you was more into reactions because I would love to see your reaction to opium birds. Opium birds is crazy. And like
Hmm.
the sound bite that's also in the back of the video is also, wow, it's so good. I need to figure out the name of the song because I'm gonna put it in the playlist because just oh my god. I'm gonna send you
You.
the a video of it after
We
after
can
we're
get.
done.
I think we can watch. I can watch that. I don't because I'm pretty sure I've never done like my own like reaction
Mario's first reaction.
to WTF freak. So I can do. We can
It's
react to
baby's
that. I can
first
react to that
time.
next week.
It's baby's first time. He's new to this. We gotta be gentle with him. He's not used to it.
I'm probably not. I'm probably just not gonna have a reaction to it because most times I don't have a reaction or that's honestly got why I've never done reaction content of my own. I don't feel like I would have like the reaction that people would look for because I think my whole brand would be just not reacting to anything because it's like, hmm, okay, okay.
No, I don't.
I gotta fix this. I gotta fix the camera settings for next time, so I won't appear like so dark like I do now. But let's do outros.
Oh, alrighty. So I don't have the actual video, but the video I sent you is essentially like a nod to it. I would have to actually find the video because the actual video is like 10 times like more copium than the video I sent you. But it was a pleasure being here with y'all again, yet again. Happy Halloween to all my ghouls and goblins there. Um, y'all better watch out for Halloween because I'm coming out to kill everyone. Yeah.
Should we do like a special video for Halloween?
Oh, of
Well,
course.
to like go up on Halloween
Of course. Of course. We they're
because
gonna be
I'm still working on the whole like Filmboy Ghost
Finbar
TikTok
goes.
because I've only uploaded 3 videos this month alone, and it's the 13th, almost halfway through the fucking month, and I've only
Oh
done
my.
3 videos. Gotta do better. Gotta do. Like I haven't even got to the part where I'm actually doing the videos that I want to do because I'm still figuring out the whole like lore process because I'm trying to build like a lore on top of doing like my random reaction like videos and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, we're doing something like that, like TikTok channels that actually have like lore for their characters. That takes time. Like you're giving yourself a month. You're giving yourself just 1 month to do it. It's kind
Well,
of
it's not
difficult.
just 1 month to do. It's 1 month to build the lore, I guess. But like just doing like the reaction videos and stuff, just in general, that's gonna be something I do. Well, I'm gonna try to do like year out, but I'm not gonna like it. But that's like obvious. That's not the main focus though. But that's like a just a for fun project.
Well, I have been your host. Um, let's go with. I had it on top of my head. Fuck it. Let's go with I am Mother Teresa, and he has been my co-host, Frederick. How you pronounce his name? Frederick Surgood. He's a French.
I was about to make a Jewish joke, and I thought about it. And I'm like, yeah, it's not even worth it.
Y'all have a good one, and mental health check. Seek help if you need it. The world would be a better place. Y'all have a good one. Shit, I dropped the mic.